Welcome to case study number 1. Now, the problem that we were dealing with here was for a local manufacturer. They needed a quality system where they could track inspection throughout their process. So they have multiple inspectors on the floor at one time. The inspectors have iPads, and the inspectors, as they do their inspections, all that data needed to be aggregated into one place. And then we needed to build a dashboard from it and make it easy to export. So let's take a quick tour through the solution. So first off, we built forms with Microsoft Forms. All of this was done in Microsoft Power Platform, by the way. So we built all of these different forms for the inspectors to use on the floor. Here's an example of one here. So the inspectors on the iPad would fill this out. They would click submit at the bottom. Then a Power Automate flow is tied to each form. That Power Automate flow takes all of the information from the forms and aggregates it into this SharePoint list. From the SharePoint list, this is convenient because it's human readable. If at scale, you might want to use a database here instead of a SharePoint list, but regardless. So you can edit it here and you can see the results for what the inspectors had found. So the next step is to turn that list into a dashboard. So this is a Power BI dashboard that's built off of the SharePoint list. Of course, it's always up to date. It's always real time. So this is sliced up. You can see information based on whatever boat you want to see or whatever date you want to see, and it presents it in a way where it can quickly be understood by anyone. Also, on top of the SharePoint list, we built a Power App. So the Power App will also summarize all the information, but in a different way. So you can search for a certain boat here. Here's all the inspected forms for it. You can click this arrow over. Here are the results. Now from here, you can also edit it the same way that you could from the SharePoint from the SharePoint list. So you can edit it and change that pass to fail, for instance, or something like that. But we have an export function built in. So if you click this arrow, it will export it to OneDrive and it creates a PDF. Now the PDF for everything associated with that boat, that's something that can be attached to it, that can go with the boat in case it ever comes back for warranty or anything like that. You have a complete record. Now, what use case would you use for this? Well, manufacturing obviously, but any place where you had people and you needed to aggregate data all into one place, and then of course Power BI and Power Apps to manage the data and turn it into usable, actionable information.